Okay, so we're just gonna kind of go for this. I've decided to just kind of go roll with the punches and do the Loathsome DLC. So for me, it's been almost like a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've hopped on this file. Kind of did something. I got a few things still I'm working on, and that's another reason I haven't been able to record. But at least the audio will be fixed for this video and for further videos. Fuck, I'm such an idiot. God damn it. Shit pissed me off. I so thought my audio was better, but I even like watched videos before I posted them, and it just never clicked two and two. I was listening to the same damn audio, but so essentially, kind of what had happened was while I was away, I didn't want to work on this world without recording. So I was also trying to get some stuff set up for it, but I couldn't in the end. So I ended up just doing like a hardcore Remnant world, like one day when I was like just kind of like I think it was on a day off or something, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just run one right quick before I have to go leave the house to run errands and whatnot. Well, turns out that hardcore world, I beat the first boss, got through the labyrinth, and the labyrinth is the it's like the most difficult part of hardcore, to be honest, because the labyrinth boss, the Rubik's cube, it can one shot kill you. And I ended up beating it, and I was like, oh well, shit, okay. And so I just kind of committed to it, got all the way up until the final boss, and I spent about a week grinding and getting everything I needed, and then I beat the final boss. So I've actually just beaten Remnant and unlocked a ton of archetypes on hardcore. Just absolutely not how that was supposed to work. It was meant to just be kind of like a throwaway save. That nothing was meant to come out of it really, and I ended up just kind of like beating the game. So, oopsie. I when you beat a world in hardcore, you get a ring, one for each of the three worlds. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to check these from now on. This, you go up here, and sometimes you'll get like attacked by a monster and killed. So we're gonna have to start running up to those to try and get that monster to spawn, so we can get a archetype for Loathsome. It'll be the Alchemist, I believe. But yeah, I accidentally beat hardcore Remnant 2, which is incredibly difficult. I I'm the items you get are really, really powerful, so I'm not gonna be using those. I did end up getting the Ritualist archetype. I got the Gunslinger archetype. I got what else did I get? I got the Explorer archetype, and I think I got one more. I can't think of off the top of my head. So I know I'm still missing Invader, the DLC ones, and the Alchemist, and then I'm also missing Archon. But the so every world, though some Geisha and Naru, you get a really, really good ring. And when you beat, what is it? Is it Labyrinth? You get something for beating Labyrinth. I want to say it's another ring. Oh. So Yeisha is a, I'm so not used to playing on this file. Yeisha, you get a ring that gives you really good stats effect damage. Loathsome, you get a ring that when you pick up scrap or any ammo or anything, you get really good healing for it. And so you basically just run around, and a lot of the time you just kind of auto pick up scrap, so you just constantly have healing. It's insane. You get a ring that increases weapon fall off range, damage range from the Rude. The Labyrinth, you get the Provisioner's Ring, which is you basically your backup weapon will refill ammo, and it's a really good DPS item. And if you have the what is that called? the Widowmaker sniper, and I want to say the True Shot little. It's like a sniper pistol. You can just. That's like one of the best builds in the game. Is you just switch off these one-shot weapons because the backup will like auto refill. So I'm not going to use any of them because they're all really good. When you completely beat the game on the normal difficulty, you get a necklace. But when you beat it on Veteran, you get a weapon called Savior. And it's the fusion rifle from Remnant 1. I only beat it on the regular difficulty, so I did not get Savior. But now I really want to beat the game on Apocalypse. So I don't know if I'll make a little series about that, but it could be fun. I'm really committed to doing Monster Hunter Wilds. Can I get this guy? What? Oh, come on. Yeah. I'm really committed to doing Monster Hunter Wilds, and I know I'm gonna have fun with it. But there's kind of like a caveat is that there's something I want to get done before I do that. So I'm kind of trying to think of another series. And then I also have a different, oh my god, I have a different way I want to do videos. But that will be a very tedious process, and it will take me, oh my god, take me a long time to get videos pumped out that way. So those will be like more like a once in a while project video type thing, rather than me pumping them out like I'm doing with Remnant 2. Because like Remnant 2, I don't consider this a let's play because I've played the game. This is more like a returning player's like thoughts on the game. And I've been really actually enjoying the way I do it because I have a lot to talk about. Like, I know enough about Remnant 2 that I can just keep yapping about it. I'm not quite sure I can do that with a lot of other games. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I've also been pretty busy with IRL stuff. At work, we had a bunch of new trainees. And there's just really underperforming idiots at my work. People who are like egotistical maniacs. And then there's like a actual crazy guy. Like, my boss was like trying to tell him like, hey, the way you did this was wrong and I need you to fix it. And he like right in front of my boss turned around and started talking to himself. Was like, hey, I think he's a robot. Yeah, I think you're right, he might be a robot. Like, just talking to himself, and he had like a conversation with himself. My boss was like, okay, like I just please need you to fix this. And then he came up to me, he's like, how the fuck do I handle someone who thinks his boss is a robot? Like, what do I do? And I was like, dude, you got me. I'm so glad I'm not paid to deal with that, man. But yeah, no, we've just been having a lot of really, really wild shenanigans going on IRL. So yeah, that's been what I've been up to lately. Work's got me super busy because we're still, even though we have 3 people, we're understaffed. So we're now able to fill people in to have like a full schedule, or like we're not like missing people on the schedule anymore. But because of that, we can't have anybody or the new people shadow someone, so we don't have time to actually train them the way they need to be, which is very, very rough. It's really not what I would like. So we're kind of making it though. We're little by little, work is getting better. I'm also thinking about like picking up a second job. My god. Oh my god. Like, I'm not super in the need for money, but I do feel this could be an opportunity for me to find another job I might like more, or I might be able to like commit myself to. So where is she? She'll break through one of these. No, she won't. When she swings, she will break the, right there. she'll kind of break the barriers and expand the, oh my god, turn is actually killing me. God, that could have been really bad.
Bag's full.
So, work's been quite a lot for me to handle right now. I also... I'm thinking about, like... I think I mentioned it before. Now that I'm doing YouTube, if I get a game, I think I'll be a lot more inclined to start and finish it, rather than, like, stop midpoint. So... I don't know. There's a couple things I want to work on. This is actually not as great as you might think. Fragrant Thorn is definitely better, and I know there's at least another necklace that is better than Chain of Amplification. It's really good as like a starting item, because like if you have Hot Shot, it's really good to just kind of combo that. That you do 20% more damage so to a target, so that's actually really good with Hot Shot as like a starting thing, but there's definitely better for a status effect build. And then what else has been going on? Oh, wait, no, don't commit to change. Don't commit to change. No, I want to do Bark Skin. So I'm also kind of trying to figure out like how much I want to talk about what's going on IRL and stuff, because I don't want to like dox myself, but yeah. I did recently kind of make one thing. I'm not gonna really go into depth about like anything about it, but I'm just gonna vaguely say I made a big post about like my life from work and just kind of my friends I've made over the years, kind of my buddies. Cause I don't ever really post anything on like personal social media. I made one post of just kind of like over the years a bunch of stuff that's happened and friends I made and all that, and that's just like I was just kind of like looking back on it, and I was like, damn, like all of my old friends from where I used to live, they're all gone. One of them passed away. One of them moved to like out of the country to some like small island out of the states, and then one of them wants to go to like Indonesia. There's another pig, yeah. One of them drops that. One of them is just kind of completely went dark. Like he apparently like he was kind of like a heftier build guy. You know, he's overweight, but after when I moved away in middle school or in the high school, apparently what had happened was he had just kind of did this like 180 transformation, got just super like shredded as like in like a bodybuilder shredded, and just kind of like completely changed, I guess. And he oh god. And he was and then he just like completely cut off all contact with everyone. Doesn't really do social media, so he's basically just like missing in action. Nobody knows anything about him, and he won't let anyone contact him.
Here they come.
So it was just like I missed all of my old friends, and I missed. Oh god. And I was just kind of like thinking about him, and I was like, man, like I got some real friends now, but there was a huge period of my life where I just had no one. And I was like, you know what? Like I don't think I'm as thankful to these guys I have in my life now than I really should be. And I tell them from time to time, I'm like, man, I'm like so glad to have you in my life. Like you're just such a great friend. And because I feel like I didn't say that enough initially to a lot of my friends, and I'm just like I know a couple other streamers and stuff, right? Like there's Vi, Kuro, a person named Puffy, they all are like really, really great people, and I'm just like, man, y'all have helped me out like more than I could really explain. And I kind of want to because it's embarrassing, but oh, dude, I don't know. I feel like I don't say it enough. Like when I'm like super thankful about someone, and it's just kind of a painful thing when you like realize that, but it's too late because like I don't really get to talk to any of my friends anymore. Any of those old friends I had, 'cause I literally just cannot contact them. They have new phones. They moved to a completely different area. I don't have like any way to contact them. Oh my, oh, Jesus. And it's just like, I don't know. Just like reach out to a friend, be like, hey, really thankful to know you. I'm glad we got to be friends and we can make dumb jokes and we can send each other stupid memes and we can just be dumb together. Like, you know, it's one thing for it to be kind of unsaid, but hearing it, it's also kind of nice. Oh, there's so many more than I thought. And I was just kind of thinking because like when I made that post, it was kind of like the period of the time over my like work of when I started my job and like my work life, I guess.
Can't carry anymore.
And it was just this thing that I thought like I'm the only one among my friend group who like when we all go to hang out or we do something, we'll celebrate one of us getting promoted or like getting a new job or something. We'll all go out and we'll get drinks and we'll just have a good time with each other, and like we'll just have fun. But I realized I was like, man, like how many times did I not take pictures? Because I'm like looking at this and I'm like, there are so many memories like that were missed and that were just like we don't have, and it was just kind of sad. Like it was really amazing to be able to see it and see all these like memories, and I had people messaging me because I mean again like I don't
Can't carry any more of that.
ever really post anything. I had people like, oh dude, I remember this, like, hey, why didn't you post that? And I mean a lot of the time we were in like work uniform, so there was a lot of stuff I couldn't post. I couldn't post when we were just horsing around or doing stupid shit or doing things we weren't supposed to be. So it was a lot of I really had to cull through the rabble and make it PG-13. But yeah, it was just this thing where it was like, man, like we've had a lot of good times, but I felt like we like looking at this kind of like you know series, like there was a lot I cut out, and there was even more that was just like a lot of my other friends would have like pictures or videos. Like one of the guys couldn't do a backflip, so what we did was we recorded a video of him about to backflip. One of the other guys backflipping, and we like cut it so it looks like someone backflip midair, and then we just cut back to the other guy. And it was just such a funny video to us because it was just so like shittily done and made, and it was obviously not the right guy who backflipped. But like when we saw that, and we were always like talking about it, I was like, I can't use this because it's not, we're at work, and it's just really not something I want a manager to see on my post. And I was just like, damn, dude, like we had so many great memories, but I feel like we've also could have done better to like had a lot more memorable things, right? I don't know. And I was also just kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I was never photogenic growing up. It was just not me. If I was in a photo, I was doing some dumb shit, just piss everybody off for having to take like 80 photos to get one photo right. And I didn't mind because I didn't want to be in the photos. So, but now I think about it, and I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I really kind of like missed it. Like, we could have really had like a lot more photos of just me and the boys growing up. I mean, I get photos of me and the boys now, but it's like a different set of boys, right? Like, I don't know. It was just kind of a painful, like, melancholy thing. but I'm super happy to the people I have now. Like if I needed to reach out to someone, maybe they won't, respond immediately. Maybe they're gonna be busy. Maybe it'll take them a bit, you know, time zones and all that. But I still have somebody I could reach out to, and they would get back to me rather than just kind of where I was in a period of my life where I couldn't do that. And I don't know. I feel like I can't tell people enough how thankful I am of them. I got way more sappy here than I wanted to. I don't. I'm really not like this a whole lot, but I feel like when I do these videos and I'm just kind of alone with it, I don't know. They give me time to think, and I'm like, throughout the day, there's like a million things I talk about and I say and I do, and but now it's like when I'm just kind of alone with my thoughts, they get a little bit more like deeper and emotional rather than just the dumb memes, the fucking Instagram thoughts, the dumb, what do you call that? Like YouTube video game shorts I get. I don't know. I'm just a guy out here being a dude. I made this kind of video series, or like just this channel in general, not really thinking much would become of it. And then come to find out, I've been having way more fun doing what I'm doing than I thought I would. There's oh. I'm kind of looking for how to get the Ritualist DLC item. Trying to remember exactly where it was. I think it's over there. That like leads into some sewers type thing. Yeah, it's gonna be over here. Oh. And one of my boys is he's actually like one of my like quote unquote bosses at work. He's just kind of like a step above me. It's like he's the official leader, and then I'm just the unofficial leader. When he's not around, I'm in charge, and everybody knows it. Except the crazy guy like loses his shit because he wants to be in charge, but nobody listens to him, and they all listen to me. And like he's one of my boys, and he was just like, "Damn, was I really not in like any of these photos?" Because he went through and he reviewed it to make sure like all of them were good to post. Uh, and I was like, "No, I had a bunch of you, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I had a bunch, but you're not supposed to be hanging out with us type shit." So he's like, "Oh shit, you're right." So I sent him like all the ones I had of us together. And then there was also like I had one dude I knew, and he was like, oh, this dude was like a brother to me. Like he's one of the guys who meant the world to me. Like, you know. But then we had a falling out, and I had some photos of him, and I was like really debating on it, and I was like, you know what? Kind of painful part of my life, but like still a part of my life. Like this dude like really helps me out way more than I would care to admit. And as much as like we're just not really friends anymore, that was the Ritualist item. That's how you get that Ritualist archetype. Super fucking busted status effect damage build. Or archetype. But like, and I was like, as much as like, we're not really on great terms anymore. Like, I do kind of want him to be a part of this as much as like, as much as like the memories are kind of like bittersweet, painful kind of thing we have, and so I threw some of him in there, and I was just like looking over it, and I was looking over the period, and I was like, I've come so far from where I was. Like, would I have ever thought I was doing something like this? No. Would I have ever thought I was still working that job? No. Would I have ever thought I would have had all the friends and the people I know now? Like, absolutely not. But we're just kind of making it, you know. Life is a struggle, and you can only baby step it so many times. You can only like do so many things to just make it better. You gotta just persevere. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be shitty, but it's just part of what life is. It's just kind of what it's about. Uh, okay, so this misplaced memoir has several uses actually. You can get like 3 items, I think, out of it. The yeah, so the Dran from the very beginning, right when you no, where's the, like the world stone? What the hell? Oh, yeah. So when you spawn here and you come down, there's some like sewers on the left, and then that Dran's in there. He's kind of like the scribe to the one true king, the the guy who's the boss of this world. So this world was originally like two different worlds, and they collided. The one true king is like the almighty god to both of those. Think of it that way. He kind of went crazy after his wife died, and like even a goddess couldn't keep his wife alive, and so he just kind of went crazy. And one of his one of the world bosses is like the killer of the one true king, and there's so much to explore, and I knew I'd kind of regret not going through it. So you have like the one true king, and he was there it is, there it is. And when he oh wait, what? When he like gets assassinated, you find like a dagger in his neck that was crafted by the goddess. So you can pull that dagger out, and that turns into like a weapon you can keep or like an item. But then in this DLC, the One True King has basically returned, and you're basically on your way to kill him. And so it's a really cool like sequel to what's going on, because you see the two different worlds colliding, and this is like the Grand world. Uh, oh damn. And so the One True King is oh, why is my there it is. Okay, now they got the corrosive. Now that I'm eating shit. The One True King, I've totally lost my train of thought. He's in the big ass castle. Down here is like where all the Dran are. The people in the castles are eating these people. I think that was also part of the story. You have in the two base worlds, one of them's more focused on the like super elegant area, and then the other one's kind of focused here. And the super elegant one, you fight like the imposter who killed the king, and there's like a little side dungeon area that lets you kind of investigate the one true king. Oh, I didn't know Simulacrum spawned here. So that is all kind of the lore here. We actually fight the one true king, but it's really cool seeing his like corpse, quote unquote. It's not really his corpse. Oh my god, this is terrible for me. I don't remember this area. Yeah, so I don't remember this. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I almost just absolutely ate shit. But yeah, so the One True King, you get to like see him in the base game, but you don't get to fight him. And here you actually get to fight him. What the? Well, do enough damage, you stun them. Oh my god. I've completely forgotten what all the stuff I have is, because I'm just absolutely getting shit on. I lost my train of thought. I went from like kind of sappy depresso stuff to the lore dropping, and I'm so scatterbrained, dude. Completely lost in the sauce, whatever you want to call it. Uh, Shit, me. What was I saying? Oh, the goddess that you meet though. There are two world bosses, right? One of them is like a half and half boss, depending on you can pull a lever and fight either version because he's like a two-face villain, split down the middle. And then there is the other one who's called the Nightweaver, and she's like haunting the nightmares of the Dran, the poor guys here. So you get an item from the Nightweaver questline, or you can get an item, and that will be used to actually get the Invader archetype. I think if I die and I get killed by the monster in here, uh, there's like an armor set, so we'll also be looking around for that. Ooh, I've done a lot of yapping. I'm at 30, about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and we'll do Forgotten Commune on the next video. Yeah, I ended up yapping a lot more, but I'm glad. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad my mic is fixed. I'm glad I got stuff I'm working on. Hopefully I can find another like series to pump out along with this, but we'll see. We gotta see where we go with this. Goodbye, you beautiful people.